points, Trevor officially earned his PC trip this month. And so let's listen to Trevor for a second.
This April has got me really excited about how these virtual appointments are going to change my business. I know they will change everybody else's too. Been able to see so many more new people. Didn't have to waste time driving around, and was able to, with a cancellation or just a short appointment, was able to move on to dialing, putting in prospects' names, and getting so much more done every day. And at the end of the day, I realized I was saving an hour to 2 hours from not having to drive. So I'm excited to see what comes next. Was already able to do my second most transactions in a month this month. So excited to keep incorporating this into my business.
It's really great. To build on what Trevor just shared, think about all that we've learned in the past 50 days. At a minimum, we've collectively learned how to lead and how to manage Zoom calls. But we've learned how to work together in different ways, to train, equip, and even role play with one another, even while not being in the same room or even on the same continent. We've learned to think even more about the needs of those we serve and how to follow a cadence in our communications that demonstrates that concern for our clients. We've learned how to more completely and more effectively prepare for our appointments. We've learned new ways to present our products. More than I've ever seen in my career, we've learned and we've shared with one another our successes, our strategies, our talents, and our resources. We've learned how to more effectively utilize social media to build our brand and to generate more online conversations. We've learned to think outside of our past geographical boundaries. We are adapting new ways to grow our businesses, to serve our clients, and reach prospects who we have never been able to so easily reach. We've learned that every day could be as full as a trunk show day because we don't have to physically travel to where our clients are in order to be effective. We've learned that we are only limited by our imaginations. And by virtue of that, we are not limited at all. I want to show you that last chart again, the one that shows a weekly sales comparison from April. When you consider what we've already done, grown week to week and week over week, grown 36% from week 1 to week 2, grown 50% from week 2 to week 3, and in week 4, grown over 88% and still counting. I think it's fair to say that we are exhibiting exactly who we are and for what we stand. To quote Mr. Hayes, a lot of people are talkers. They talk about all the things they can do, but they don't do it. The one thing I know about you is that you are producers, you are performers. My grandmother used to always say, you don't judge people by what they say, you judge them by what you see them do. What I've seen us do and what I expect us to continue to do is not surprising, but it's nothing short of extraordinary. It is to continue to grow. As it relates to our expectations for May, I want to introduce my partner and division president, Mr. Steve Nucci. Steve?
Well, thank you, Jason and Steve. Partners, you've all exhibited outstanding efforts in April selling month. Your contributions to our company have been significant. And on behalf of all three of us, we just want to thank you one and all. As you've noticed from the graph that Jason and Steve shared, as well as the information presented so far, things have changed and improved every week for the last month. We've grown and we'll continue this growth into May. Going into this month, it's important that we continue our focus 1 week at a time. Our expectation continues to be 25.75% growth. Would you believe that 25.75% growth over last week's sales is $838,000 per day? And would you believe that $838,000 in sales per day is $4.1 million in sales for the week, which equates to 10,000 units? Our expectation for May, week 1, is 10,000 units. I'm reminded of one of the many great quotes out of the book Goals by Brian Tracy. Happiness is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. And we feel truly happy only when we're making progress, step by step, towards something that is important to you. Every step you take toward your goals increases your belief that you can set and achieve even bigger goals in the future. Partners, we're asking for each of your buy-in on your part of 10,000 units week 1. Each of us, each store, each partner growing 25.75% over week 4 of April will take us to this goal. With all the amazing product offerings, unprecedented pricing, accelerated training, and the sharing of best practices will achieve this worthy goal. And partners, we also want to remind you of the importance of the call block time today from 2 to 4 Central Standard. Each of you will be receiving a Zoom link from your phone calling group captains. Additionally, please check the Secured Site homepage for updates on status of your state's openings and the procedures so that you can set up virtual deliveries and drop-offs and set up delivery sales accordingly. These couple of major keys are going to be helpful for each of us achieving our part of the 10,000 units in week 1. One of our major focuses is having a big week 1 at 10,000 units. We're excited to hear from Jeff DeSeta again as he shares May bonus opportunities to help each of us achieve this worthy and exciting goal. So Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about the May bonus opportunity?
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. Guys, April was an amazing month. Tom James just showered us with all types of bonuses. We got cash, we got double points, we got some of Todd's wine. Tom James wanted us to do well. And you think that changed for May? Absolutely not. The bonuses are even better in May. So let's get into it. Another 3-part bonus for the month of May. That's right, we're getting more cash, we're getting more wine, and we're getting more points. So, starting off, double points is back for the month of May. Whatever you sell in May, double it, apply it to your next trip, and then thank Tom James. How about those people tracking for Oxford? If your qualification period for Oxford falls in March, April, or May, you get a 4th bonus month to qualify. That's what I'm talking about. That is awesome. You know what else is awesome? Wine. How about that wine race, guys? That thing got heated. Well done to everybody who placed. Now, if you're like me, you're probably saying that was awesome, but I want another chance to try and compete to win some wine. And Tom James has answered that call. We have another 2-week opportunity to win some more wine. The difference being, this time you'll compete only with those in your peer sales group. So whatever number you finished with in 2019, that's who you'll be competing against. You Hayes guys, knock yourselves out. Chairman's people, take each other on. Cabinet executive, battle royale. You honor club and PC people, get after it. And for you up and comers, now's time to make yourselves known. Show us what you got. So this is how it's going to work. The top 5 in each category will be winning 2 bottles of wine, starting with 5th place. When you finish in 5th, you will get 2 bottles of a 2008 Castillo de Amachianti. Yes, this is a winery Todd has personally visited, so you know it's good. Come in 4th place, and you will get 2 bottles of the 2012 Eller's Estate 1886, an organic winery making beautiful wine. 3rd place, the Kymus 40th Anniversary Cabernet. This wine will not disappoint. It has a 96-point score. Finish in 2nd place, and you get 2 bottles of the 2015 Dana Winery Onda. This 2015 vintage has exquisite balance with great depth, another 96-point rating, and finish in first place. You will receive 2 bottles of the 2010 Chateau Montrose. This is a deservedly amazing wine with a 100-point score. One of the best you can find, averaging about $300 a bottle. Thank you, Todd. But wait, there's more. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the cash bonus is back with a twist. We've got a 1-week quick pay bonus bucks. So Tom James will hit 10,000 units in week 1. And in order to get everybody rolling in the same direction, we've unleashed one of the richest payouts for a weekly bonus. Here's how it works. When you achieve 25%, 30%, or 33% of quota in week 1, you will also earn additional money per unit on each unit sold. Let's jump into this. Let's say your quota is 53 units. You go out, you sell 25% of quota, or 13.25 units in week 1. You will receive an additional $10 per unit. That's $132.50. Here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. That money is going to be in your bank account by next Friday. Thus, the quick pay part of the quick pay bonus bucks. Now, what if you're a Jared Myers and your quota is something like 250 units? You come out swinging 33% of quota and you sell 82.5 units. You will be receiving an additional $15 per unit on all units. That equals $1,237.50. Pretty amazing payout, if you ask me. So you guys are probably all at the edge of your seats, just like me, ready to get after it, jump into it. What's the best thing we should do now? I don't know, maybe plan, goal set. We have one of the best planners and goal setters in the company coming to help us out with just that. This man does not know how to stop. He had 10 transactions over the weekend. I know he had another 2 appointments on the books, and I'm pretty sure he just clinched the family package. Thanks for that extra month. It is my privilege to give you guys Brett Denmark.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for the introduction, Jeff. I really appreciate it. It's been an interesting time, as y'all know. And what I would encourage everybody to do is April's over, right? So if we had a bad month, let's not really look back anymore. If you had a good month, good job, and let's build off of it. And I've been really thinking about this a lot, and I started seeking out a lot of feedback from everybody. What happened when all this COVID stuff came down is it was really disruptive to our day-to-day, and it caused us not to have our normal schedules that we normally do. And I was thinking through kind of what's really changed, and I kind of made a list when I started thinking about considering possibilities. So I was going to share with you those guys what I learned in April, and it's on your goals worksheet that we laid out. So we can still sell well, even when clients can't fill the cloth. It's a great experience to do it via the Zoom. I know we can't still physically measure them, but these follow-up appointments are fantastic. We can still virtually float, like Sterling's shown us through LinkedIn, and still communicating with Charisma, the Zoom for LinkedIn. And the big thing I want to convey to you guys is getting connected. And I was really sold on this family meeting package. I am really sold on using these double trip points for Chairman's Club. So I've put together this goals worksheet with feedback from all the people around the company. And the feedback I got was that we need to simplify this thing, get the structure back, a very simple day-to-day format. We're going to continue going through this for you guys. And I'm really, really excited about it. I want to follow up on what Steve Nucci was reading earlier on these quotes that really speak to me from Brian Tracy. And I'm just going to review them again real quick. And I want you guys to listen up and really take them to heart. Successful people keep their thoughts and conversations focused on their most intensely desired goals. They think and talk about what they want most of the time. When you are absolutely clear about your goal, you don't even have to know how to achieve it. By simply deciding exactly what you want, you will begin to move unerringly toward your goal, and your goal will start to move unerringly toward you. I know all of you guys have experienced that if you've been here a short time or a long time. It's weird how things work out when you get really attached to a goal and you don't worry about the how. Happiness is the progressive realization of a worthwhile goal. You feel truly happy only when you are making progress step by step towards something that is important to you. And lastly, the greatest need of human beings is for a sense of meaning and purpose in life, for a goal to work towards. It was so easy this past month to get lost. I've been sitting in this freaking chair for 6 weeks now, and I know we've all been here, and it feels mundane and monotonous. It's like Groundhog Day. And if you don't have goals clear and in line, and you review them constantly, one day slips by and then there goes the rest of the month. So I would encourage you guys not to look back at April and look forward to May and think about and consider what's possible. I did the math. I forgot the gentleman's young man that was talking earlier with the free time that we have with no driving. I did the math. The average person spends 2 hours either on their feet, like in New York, or in the car company-wide. If you extrapolate that out for a month, that's 6 more selling days you get per month. Considering we're going to approach this, if we're going to sell via virtually this entire month, you have 6 extra selling days. Coupled with these package values that we have, it is incredible, guys. So I would really get locked in. So on those emails that were sent out, you have the May goals game plan. It's very specific, very simple to implement. And what I would do if I was you, this is what I'm going to do. It's going to be printed out right beside my laptop. When I open it up every morning, I'm going to look down these numbers. There's only a few that are on that sheet at the bottom of your daily commitment. And that's something that you hold yourself accountable to. I would share it with a lot of people that will hold you accountable to it. And keep it really simple this month. Have this structure and follow it. And that's all I really got to say. I hope you guys hit your goals and think really big, man. And if you need any faith, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Back to you, Jeff.
Awesome. Thank you, Brett. That's amazing. 6 extra days of selling. Thank you. All right, guys. So we are getting ready to, I've got some notes here. We're getting ready to break out by stores. But before we do, let me walk you through how this is going to work. So each of you should have gotten a link from your store leader or your organizational leader with a group you are dialing with. These groups are going to be 5 to 10 people to make it more fun and so you can listen in while others are dialing. Now, our goal is to collectively roll together, and we'll do this today by setting 4 appointments during phone time. Now, you have your call lists. We've got 2 hours to do it. That's 1 appointment every 30 minutes. We can totally do that. Setting 4 appointments today will lead to 10,000 appointments this week, and that will lead to results. 10,000 units in week 1. That's what I'm talking about. So we have a little contest going on, and we'll be awarding a cash prize to the top appointment setters. That's right, even more money. There will be winners. We will track this by size of store. So you've got your 1-person stores, small, medium, large, and extra large stores. We will be awarding $100 to the top appointment setter in each category. Winners will be announced at the end of phone time and the beginning of trivia, so make sure you're there because trivia is going to be awesome. Now, we will have a brief break, and then we're going to ask everyone to be back with their stores by 1:15 Central for your planned day activities. At 2 Central, we will begin phone time and wrap it up at 4 o'clock Central. That's when you'll come back here. We'll find out who won. We'll award some prizes, and then we'll go and play some trivia and have a great end to OPD. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get out there and crank this thing out. Okay, bye. Let's go.